When people ask what it's like to live in China, it's a really difficult question for me to answer. There are just too many aspects of living in China to talk about. But I will say it's probably the freest place I've ever lived. It's the cleanest place I've ever lived. It's the safest place I've ever lived. Yes, there are cameras to look at where we are and what we're doing, but in fact, most people here, they see that as a sense of security. In the West, they have cameras everywhere. In America, they have cameras. In the UK, they have cameras. In Australia, everyone is being watched, so let's not compare the differences. The simple fact is, it's considered to be an aspect of safety and security here in China. The people here have a different culture and a different approach to it. So when I'm asked what it's like to live in China, I can simply say I've never felt more free and I've never felt more safe. It's the safest and freest place that I've ever lived. So when we're talking about freedoms inside of China, there are many different aspects to this. The freedom of speech, yes, it's a little bit different, but it is there. We are able to put whatever we want to put onto social media. Anybody can say anything they want. There are things that can't be said. You're not free to talk about extremism. You're not free to talk about separatism or terrorism. All of these isms, in the same as any other country in the world, if you start asking people to rise up, then you are speaking sedition or treason. And no matter where you are in the world, those things are against the law. So the freedom of speech is there. Freedom of movement. Pre-COVID days, millions of Chinese people left China with Chinese passports and came back to China. That tells you that people are free. Chinese people now are the largest number of tourists to go overseas. Chinese people are the largest number of international students to go overseas. So these freedoms that people talk about in the West, and they say we need freedom to do this or freedom to do this, and the people in China need rescuing from their government. Well, that's complete fallacy. The people in China don't need rescuing from their government. If they did, those people who had passports wouldn't come back, but they're happy to come back because they have the freedoms that they need. The difference of culture changes the freedom perception in people, and the Chinese people are getting what they want from their government. So I think people in China have the freedoms that they want. They are free to do what they want to do under their culture.